Cool. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, or whatever you identify as, with another episode for the love of the game, episode 91. Bloody hell. Joined by myself, Dre. Got Ronaldo, Oates, and for the first time this season, we're joined by the smug, bald bastard himself, Wavy Baby. Guys, what are you saying? Everyone good?
Love.
Yes, brother. Yes, man.
We're here, man. Bless for the love of the game.
As always, man. A lot to get through. We're gonna discuss the weekend's actions, transfer roundup, got Ronaldo's top 5 and the weekend preview. But first, got to talk about the sad news that we found out early yesterday morning that former England manager SVEN Eriksson passed away. We knew he had a long battle with pancreatic cancer. He knew he was gonna pass away this year. He managed to live out his lifelong dream of managing at Anfield and whatnot. He lived a good life. England's first foreign manager. Eddie, what's you guys' lasting memories of? Actually, let me give you his proper due. He managed in Italy for 20 years and gave Lazio their first league title in God knows how long. Top manager. He had a career before he managed England. Top manager. I think the first man to win a European trophy for a Swedish club as well. So top manager. What's your guys' lasting memories of SVEN Eriksson?
Do you know what? It's mad. I was thinking about it earlier when you suggested the topics here, and he's like the first manager, like big manager that's passed away, like as man's been an adult, if that makes sense. So as I've transitioned into adulthood, he's that first. He's kind of like an icon, isn't it? You have to look at SVEN because he had the mad thing with Ulrika Johnson, when he was having the affair with her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Obviously, he managed City during that transition of when they became like a big Saudi club, and he was England manager. So he's had quite a lit career. And what I found interesting is that on the weekend I saw something that he said. It was like a lasting message to people, like just in terms of life. I can't remember what he said. It was very heartfelt. So it was kind of timely that he's passed away now. But yeah, man, I would say, obviously other managers have passed away, like Bobby Robson, for example, I use as an example. But I was a child when he was a manager, if that makes sense. Whereas SVEN was the first kind of manager from my era as being an adult.
Oh, okay, I get you.
That man can kind of identify with in that way, if that makes sense. Whereas, like, obviously, there's been very other managers that have
Brian Clough and them old school managers.
Yeah, exactly. But man was a youth then.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay,
the first kind of iconic one. So yeah, but shouts out to SVEN, man.
Yeah, well, I like that. I like the way you put that.
It was a good time. It was a good guy.
Oates, Ronaldo, your thoughts?
Big up SVEN, man. Yeah, big up SVEN. All I can remember is that 5-1 in Germany, bro. Yeah, for giving him his credit for that. Feel me? Yeah, you know, bringing Theo to the World Cup, putting Joey Cole on the wings, but we loved it. We lived it. Big up SVEN. If you're awake, that's your days. Give me proper manager, Veron. You know, like that. Them there, it was on it. You know, there, bro. Lazio's a mad team. But yeah, big up SVEN, man. Big up SVEN. What you done for England as well? It was amazing, man. Because back in them days, England was, you know what I'm saying? Didn't go to 94, 98 was there, flopped. You know what I mean? Like, so he gave us a little swagger still, even though we expected more because he had the golden generation. But we lived it with SVEN. You get me? Good manager, great tactician. Is it? Big up SVEN, man.
True.
R.I.P. man. Sleep easy, man.
Definitely. Hey, you see SVEN? You think he's like he was like a showbiz manager, but not really. His character, everything didn't seem showbiz, isn't it? Like he's the first England manager where I knew about the man's private life. His wife was a nutcase. He's out here beating out celebrities. But
he was naughty.
he restored England. Yeah. But it's like you look at his demeanor, you were like, raw, this guy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, as a manager, he brought England back to some sort of like, I want to say competitiveness. You know what I mean? Like, I remember the Kevin Keegan days where England was struggling in tournaments, and then he came in, gave England a fresh, gloss of paint. You know what I mean? 2002 World Cup, unfortunate. You know what I mean? David Seaman and his bad back and that loser. But then the World Cup, the Euros 2004, unlucky, man. Penalties, World Cup 2006, unlucky penalties and that. But to me, legendary manager. And like Wavy said, he is the first one of like my adulthood that I've grown up with that's actually passed away, which is crazy.
Let me read the little thing that I just found out what he said. Yeah, he said, He said he's lived a good life and people shouldn't be sorry. I hope you will remember me as a positive guy trying to do everything that I could do. Don't be sorry, smile. Thank you for everything. Coaches, players, the crowds, it's been fantastic. Take care of yourself and take care of your life and live it. Bye. And for me, like, for a man who's having a terminal illness, bruv, and you're going out and you're still caring about other people, bruv, that kind of says a lot about the person. Yeah, like, obviously, man don't know, but equally, that's very heartfelt. And for people that have experienced what loss looks like, for someone to be able to kind of go out like that and have that opportunity to say goodbye, etc., thank people, yeah, that's very heartfelt. So yeah, man, big up SVEN, big up his family.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone's watched the SVEN documentary on Prime.
That's where he says it. That's where he says it, Trey.
To me, bro, like, because that documentary was just meant to be about his career. It started 6 months before he found out the diagnosis, innit? If you see the deterioration in that 6 months, I'm like, wow, but still kept it positive. Still kept it positive. He understood the game. Like, he never, like, to me, top guy, man, top guy. But there was one thing he said that when after England got knocked out in 2006 against Portugal, he gave his final team talk to the players. Then Steve McLaren gave a team talk, and he was very cheeky in what he said. Steve McLaren, he said, "Oh, don't worry, SVEN. I will invite you to the final next time. You've got tickets for that."
Okay.
So SVEN was upset about that, and we all know what happened to McLaren in England. They didn't even qualify for the next tournament. So karma is a beautiful, you know what I mean? But at the same time, man, big up SVEN, RIP SVEN Goran Eriksson. Rest easy, you know what I mean?
Don't know.
But onto matters in hand. Full stack of Premier League games at the weekend. I think we've got to start it before we get to United, because I know that's going to be a topic for I know what to say. Let's start at the big game of the weekend, which was Aston Villa at home to Arsenal. Aston Villa done a double over Arsenal last season. Many thought that was going to be a potential banana skin for Arsenal again. It arguably, you could say Ollie Watkins was probably on the night out the night before, because boy, those misses, terrible.
He's a gooner. He's once a gooner, always a gooner.
Arsenal do what contenders do, and win when they don't play well. Smell blood and attack. Arsenal end up winning 2-0. We've got Wavy here. What's your thoughts on Arsenal's win at the weekend? Were you lucky, or was that a job well done?
could say, yeah, luck always plays a part, innit? Luck's always going to play a part in the course of a season. So I'm never going to say that we're not lucky to some extent. But we rolled it out, pause. We done what we needed to do to get the victory, bruv. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all I'm concerned about right now. It's not about performing great, like kind of what we were saying earlier. At this stage of the season, it's just about grinding out the results, pause. But yeah, we need to make sure that, you know, just get the points on the board. I don't think, like, for me, it was like a chess game for a lot of the game. Yeah, like there was a point where we were playing in the second half and we were just knocking the ball around the defense. Like, man didn't really know what to do. Villa was kind of sitting there. They was closing down our midfield. Odegaard got shut down by Tillemans quite neatly for the whole game. And Saka weren't really firing. Martinelli, because after Cash came off, I thought Martinelli was going to finish that right back. But he didn't really match any work on him. And as far as I'm concerned, we got a result, bro. So, you know my thing, bro. Let's just get the 3 points in the bag. I don't really care how we do it. Let's just get them wins it. And another clean sheet. Obviously, Reyes' save was mad. We can talk about that for days. But yeah, it was a good save. Was it fortunate? Potentially, yeah. Should Watkins have put it more in the corner? Absolutely, yes. But it is what it is, bro. And as far as I'm concerned, let's just win these games. Because our first 5 games are difficult. We got next. We got Brighton next.
Brighton.
Then we got Tottenham away, City away. So at this point, I'm just like, let's just win the games that we can win.
I hear that. Quickly before I go to Oates and Ronaldo, what's your thoughts on Gabriel Martinelli? Is this a loss of confidence, or we are starting to see the real ability of Gabriel Martinelli? Because he was great last season. Start this season a bit poorly. Is it just a loss of confidence, or this is who he really is?
I think with Martinelli, there's not been enough on the left side of our team. So I think last season it was a bit disjointed. We had Zinchenko at parts, we had QER at parts. We didn't really know what was going on the left side of the centre midfield. And I think that we worked on that. So I think with Timber coming in, I think with Calafiori coming in, and I think with Marino coming in, potentially we're going to see a different side to Martinelli. That's what I'm hoping for. And I think that's what the plan has been, to try and execute, to try and make sure that we're balanced on these sides, because we're heavily reliant on our right side of the pitch. And it's very obvious to see for any team that we're playing against. Like, you don't need to be an analyst to work that out with Arsenal. And I think for now, with Timber playing the way that he plays and kind of inverted into the midfield, it's going to allow Martinelli a bit more space and free it up, and hopefully Marino can open that as well. Because he's a lefty, isn't it, Marino? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
He's a lefty.
Yeah.
I think that's going to open up opportunities for Martinelli. Martinelli's not at where he needs to be right now, let's be real. But equally, and I know you're not asking this question, but equally I will say this, I don't think Trossard is a starter on the left-hand side for us. I think he's very much a great player to come off the bench and influence the game differently when we're looking for something different. Because like I said, for me, at times against Villa, we didn't really know what to do. It was when Trossard come on that he gave us a kind of different option.
I hear that. Ronaldo, I know you're a big Mikel Arteta fan.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Arsenal's win at the weekend at Villa Park?
Do you know what? I must say, see, Mikel, he summed it up right. They asked him before the game, they was like, why did you lose to Villa last season? He said, they scored and we didn't. That's it. It's simple, and it's the same. It's the same. Arsenal scored, Villa didn't. That's all it is. like tactically, you could say Emery had the edge because he stopped Arsenal from doing what they normally do. He just couldn't finish. Do you know what I mean? He pressed them well in possession. They used the ball well. They weren't you know what I'm trying to say, outplay Arsenal football wise. But what they did, it worked. The game plan worked. They just couldn't execute. And that's
what's
the
that
difference.
What's that youth that they got in the midfield? Of what that was?
Hey, Rogers.
Rogers, yeah.
Hey.
That's where Palmer got the thing from. Jay. See, that's his thing, you know.
He gave Partey and Rice some problems.
Middlesbrough, you know. Our boy had him, Jay. Carrick.
That's
He
one
was
of
balling.
That's one of the most impressive midfield performances I've seen in the last few years. Still, he made Arsenal midfield look like a bunch of schoolboys, bro. And that's a difficult thing to do.
Big up Emery for
he
trusting
was
him.
at Man City. When I checked him, he was at Man City.
Yeah, that's where Palmer got the thing from. He's England he's a baller, bro. He's been in the England system. Them man just went the hard route. Do you know what I mean? To get to where they are now. They went on the bench thing and sitting down, and you know the ones there. So he's a baller still. He's a baller. I rate him. But that's why I said the game plan worked. Because it was all about playing through him.
Can I say one thing though? Yeah. Oates said something in a previous podcast, and I have to like reiterate this, bro. I hate Emi Martinez, fam. The way I hate this guy, the way I don't like this guy. So when Partey mugged him, because really and truly, let's be real, he should have saved that.
Yeah, of course.
He shouldn't be letting that in his net, bro. But when Partey scored that, bro, I was so happy, bro, because I do not like this Emi Martinez guy at all, bro.
Bro, he's an ex-Arsenal. I don't get it.
Bro, he hates Arsenal, bro.
You know, playing him. He's got all right in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a different combo. But yeah, big up Arsenal for their resilience, bro. You know what I mean? And see that's when you spend time in the trenches. You know how to soak up pressure now. That's where Arsenal became a better team. See, good teams, they know there's periods in the game where they're going to be against it. Do you know what I'm saying? And just come out of that period. And when you come out of it, you get a chance, take it. That's top teams, innit? That's football. That's the business of football. You know what I mean? So big up Arsenal for that, for their resilience. You know what I'm saying? Some people say it's luck. You create your own luck. That's football, bro. You gotta give yourself a chance. Do you know what I'm saying? So Villa didn't take their chances. That's the difference in the end. So big up Arteta as well for that comment. Shows he's growing as a manager, you know? You don't get in the chit-chat. He just keeps it real. I like that. And they played out the same for him this season. I like Wavy. Arsenal scored and they didn't. So let's not get into the tactics. That's what it is at the end of the day. Arsenal scored the goals. They got the 3 points. Well deserved in the end. So yeah, big up Arsenal, man.
Definitely. Oates. I know you're Arsenal hater, just like myself. Anything you want to add on top of that? Pause.
No, did he?
Anything you want to add on top of that?
Yeah, no, like to be honest, it is championship kind of form. Like I always say this to Arsenal fans. I don't say it to anyone in football. Like if you can play bad and win games, like that's like, especially being a United fan, growing up from Fergie, like people like I don't know about the younger generation, but there have been times we played, I don't know who, like Newcastle at their lowest or whatever, City, when City just been promoted and we're playing terrible and we get a late winner, do you know what I mean, kind of thing. So it happens, and when you start seeing teams doing that, that's when you can start respecting it. Like where I'm from, respect is earned, not given. And that's the thing with like not having to dig at Arsenal fans, but they're just like, why don't you respect us? Respect my team, we're the best. And it's like, until they show the mentality, like the team, and they're starting to show that, and they showed it last season. I'm not saying they didn't, but like, I feel like people just overreact. People are saying you have the left wing, the left side saying, "Oh, they were lucky." What do you mean they were lucky? They won a football match. Like as Arteta said, as Ron said, like they scored and Villa didn't. So like, there's no point getting into the semantics and tactics. Like Do you know what I mean? Like Arsenal done the job. Like for me, it was just job done. I watched the match. There was no point in like I didn't watch the highlights. It was just job done. I don't understand the whole left wing saying, "Oh, they were lucky," and then the right wing saying, "Oh, like, I don't know." Like in terms of like Arsenal fans overreacting, saying, "Oh, we need to play better football." Like I think Wavy is kind of more like on the not on the fence, but like he kind of sees the reality of say like we didn't play the best of football, and I think Dre, you said it like Tielemans looked at Odegaard, they couldn't do their thing. But like, it's not always about doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. It's just like it's about getting a result. It's a team game. Do you know what I mean? So if the two centre backs scored from a set piece, 2-0, nobody's moaning. Do you know what I mean? Like United, we can't just moan from a set piece. If we can beat Aston Villa away and Maguire scores, well, I don't know. Let's say Maguire and Lindelof score from a set piece, bite your hand off because we don't set pieces. We don't win. We don't keep clean sheets. So I feel like. I said the right is like the overreaction of like, oh my god, we're not playing sexy football, but you won, and then the other side is like, yeah, like so, yeah, it's a result, 3 points, simple.
Yeah,
and as I said, my main point is
absolutely
championship form. That's championship form.
Nah, I wouldn't like say championship. I'll just say a good team. There's 36 games to go, bro. There's 36 games to go, bro. They're signs of a good team. They're a good team. They are a good team.
To me, I think Arsenal, I've learned it's like it's like, you know, when you get them badges and like in Raw, then you add the little things on top of the badges. That's what Arsenal added on at the weekend. You know, if you go back a year, maybe the season before last, or a couple of years ago, Arsenal lose that game. You see when Villa were on their necks.
No, but you know why that
Arsenal,
is, as you said, because they would play the old Arsenal will play the occasion. They'll play the occasion, and then now they're just playing football.
Well, this is what I go back to what I was saying like a year ago. They can go through experience now. Like, all right, cool. Let's weather the storm. We know we're gonna get our chance. We know we're gonna score in it. There was no panic at all with Arsenal. They weren't really on the ropes like that. Obviously, Villa, first home game of the season, they're gonna have their chances in it. Obviously, Watkins missed some sitters. But I think even if Arsenal went a goal down, I don't think they would have panicked. Because I think they believe in themselves now. They're gonna get a goal back. And if we get a goal back, we can win the game, innit? To me, that is, and like I said, it ain't about the performance. Who cares? It's the second game of the season, bro. Get points on the board, and they done that. 6 points, 2-0 wins. They ain't conceded a goal yet. That's a perfect start for me. And like Wavy said, after the international break, it's trips to North London, well, just down the road to see your neighbours, and it's the team that you want to beat to win the league.
Mm-hmm.
If Arsenal end up with what? 11 points from 5 games, you've gone to City and Tottenham and got a point, or maybe even go to Tottenham and win. Like, what, 13 points from 15? You're not complaining. Arsenal ain't fearing going to nowhere now. I can see it with them. Like, they're not scared of going to City. They got a point there last season. Like, they're adding strings to their bow now. Like, they're close, but I'm not gonna say they're not gonna win it, but they're definitely, it's them and City. Whoever wants to join that party can join them, but them two, they've done their jobs. Well done to Arsenal, because boy, hey, as it says, professional Arsenal hater, bro. I've got full respect for the way they're moving, bro.
Lads, don't get carried away, lads. There's a lot of football left to be played, lads. Let's calm down a bit, please.
After the international break, there's the Champions League, and obviously, it's more games. We don't know who Arsenal are going to be playing because it's a league team, innit? So, and that first Champions League game is in between a trip to Tottenham and a trip to City. Let's see how Arteta navigates these waters, innit? But
this is what I'm saying. They're a good team, Jay. You're right. You hit the nail on the head. That shows they've been around the blocks now. They've been in the trenches. They know what it is. That signs of a good team. They know how to soak up pressure and then when the chance comes, take it. It's a good team. Self-belief, resilience. It's a good team, bro. You lot gotta remember, you know, these men been in the trenches for this is their 3rd year in them trenches. They know, Jay. You get what I'm saying? They've navigated these waters before. But like I say, it's still early days, man. It's still
Oh,
early
definitely,
days, lads.
definitely.
Wavy ain't getting carried away. He knows
Not
it's
at
just 3
all. Not
points
at
on
all.
the board.
Not
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
game two.
Absolutely.
He knows
Game
that.
two.
He's been on the blocks. See the fans as well. If you notice now, they know now. Even the fans are getting immune to it. They're like, yeah, 3
Yeah.
points. Get out the way. You see what I'm saying? They know. They've been around the block now. You feel me, Jay?
What I've noticed with Arsenal fans, yeah, they're not looking too far ahead, you know.
Of course not.
Like they're not
This is
looking
it.
at Tottenham and City. Like they're looking at, okay, we've got Brighton at the weekend.
That's
Respect
correct.
Yeah.
it.
That's correct. Yeah, that's
They're
correct.
not looking at raw. Let's make sure we got 15 points from 15 after the City game. Like, nope,
No.
one game at a time. I like they've been, the last 2 seasons. It's gassed them, but it's humbled them at the same time.
This is it.
No, you're right.
And the
You're
team
right.
as well.
You're right.
Listen, it's a big season for Arsenal. It's a huge season. They've got to win something.
Massive season for
They
Arsenal.
have to win
Got to
something.
win some sort of silverware. You're right, Drake. Don't matter what it is now. Even the fans know the team needs it. They need it.
Because
They
you
need that.
need something to like kind of like
To show.
Exactly.
to show for what's happened over the last 3 years, isn't it? Like you can't be leaving this
Exactly.
season with other managers winning more trophies than your manager, and you've played better football. You've had more, I wouldn't say success, but more, you know, like if you were to like, I don't want to compare United to Arsenal,
but I understand what you're saying.
yeah, you know what I mean. We've got more tangible things to show for the last 2 years than Arsenal, but
This is it.
I can see way more progress with Arsenal than with United. You know what I mean? So even if it's a Carabao, I'm telling you, if they win a Carabao Cup and Arsenal in the title race, they're gonna go for the league.
It's something right now. I'll be real.
Winning the trophy.
Dre. See, this thing is, yeah, I'm saying don't get carried away. I'm just keeping the Arsenal fans down to earth. There's so many mitigating factors. There's injuries, suspensions. There's loads of stuff. It's a season, Dre. Let's just say
Of course.
Arsenal solidified their title challenge after 5. I say it's gonna separate the boys from the men. Do you feel me? When you start getting in the 8 to 10 games, 15 games, you get a rough idea who's gonna be there or thereabouts. You feel me? Not after 2 games. Who's the top of the league? Brighton or something.
Wait. It's not like it's not a guesstimate to say raw. It's gonna be City and Arsenal. You know what I mean? They're gonna be in the mix. I'm not saying it's just gonna be them two, but those are the 2 teams. The last 2 years have shown us that. You know what I mean? Those 2 teams will be in the mix. Maybe Liverpool just behind. Who knows? But those 2 teams have shown it. You know what I mean? That I'm not saying they're gonna win it. There's, like you said, there's a lot of mitigating factors. And with the difference between City and Arsenal is that City can lose key men and still be favourites to win the league. Arsenal lose one of their key men, Arsenal gonna go from title contenders to all right, cool. Let's make sure we're still in the race for the top 4. You know what I mean? So, but hey, as we stand,
Pump your brakes. That's all I'm saying.
They're in the mix. They're in the mix.
My brother Wavy's there really humble, you know. I love that. That's what I'm saying. don't that like, you know, just pump your brakes for a bit. It's all good though.
We have to ask this question, Wavy, before we move on. We asked you this question a year ago. We'll ask you this again this season. What would you class as success for Arsenal this season?
Well, bro, I know I ain't saying my prediction, but I'm saying we're winning the league this season. So for me, that's what I class as success. winning a trophy is the bare minimum. That's what I would say, is the very bare minimum. Anything. Not when I say anything, not a charity shield, but we have to win a trophy. Because these players need to get some kind of recognition for what they've done over the last couple of years. And give the fans a day out, etc. But yeah, for me, yeah, success is winning the league, as far as I'm concerned. With the Champions League, that's a bit, I wouldn't say far-fetched, because it's a competition where the format's changed, as you said, isn't it? So how it looks this season might be a bit different, and it might work in our favour. Who knows? But yeah, for me, you know what? Let me redefine it. A major trophy for me, and I'll class that as the Champions League or the league, is what I would class as success, and the bare minimum is a domestic trophy.
If Arteta leaves this season empty-handed, what are you saying?
Would I say get rid? Not necessarily, no, but I think the conversation would need to start taking place, though, if that makes sense. I think we would have to start looking at, right, okay, cool. Has Arteta taken us to a point where he can't take us any further? That's what I would be saying this season. But I'm not saying if Arteta doesn't win the league this season or a domestic trophy, that I'm like, right, you know what, cutthroat, sack him. I'm like, you know what, I would potentially give him another season beyond that, and then I would be looking at assessing things throughout that season. But that's me, and like, I'm not saying that Arsenal fans feel like that. Like, they might say, right, you know what, listen, that's it now. 5 years, man's been spent this amount of money, not won nothing. It's time for him to go. Apart from an FA Cup, which people I've been hearing, people are saying, right, you know what, that's Emery's and Arteta's FA Cup, because Emery got us to a certain point, Arteta came in and then took over and won the FA Cup for us. So. But yeah, that's just my thoughts and my feelings.
I hear you. That's fair. That's fair. I hear you, bro. But see, for me, it's not just trophies, man. Trophies will come. Just lay the foundations, yeah. Be genuine title contenders and just keep improving. Just keep improving. There's only one winner every year, like major trophy wise. Do you know what I mean? There's only one team that can win the Premier. Don't mean the rest of them are rubbish. Just what I'm saying, that's just how I see ball. You get me? So I think Arteta's doing a good job, but encouragement's good for Labour, innit? When you got man training and going through the motions, you need silverware, bro. Don't let them play it off and pretend like they don't. They need it, bro. Trust me, they are hungry, Arsenal. I'm telling you.
It goes to what I was saying like a year ago on the pod, and what I was saying, like, it's hard to just go and win the big one, pause straight away. Like, you need something small to give you a taste of what it feels like. This group, I know other players outside of other clubs have won trophies, like Declan Rice won the Europa Conference a year ago, but this collective of players have won nothing. And when you're going up against a juggernaut like City, who a bad season to them was just winning the league last season, you know what I mean? You've got to have that hunger. Like, and when we talk about other teams in the past, like Liverpool won the Champions League before they won the league, that gave him that taste. Like, all right, cool. We're the best in Europe. Now let's win the league. You know what I mean? City, before they first won it in 2012, won the FA Cup the season before.
Mm-hmm.
That gave them a taste. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. United, before we won in the three-peat in the noughties, won the Carabao Cup the season before. It gave these guys a taste. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Arsenal can't go and win the league. I think they're very close. But like you said, if injuries derail them, it's a big if.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a big if. Like, something like, it would be a shame if Arteta ends this period as an Arsenal manager with nothing to show for it. It would be a big shame, a huge shame. Like, I've said, I don't think he's going to be the guy to take you to the top, but he's laid down the foundations for the next manager to come and just say, all right, cool, we're close. Let's go and win it. You know what I mean? And there's no shame in that, you know, Because look where Arsenal were when he took over. They were the Ant and Dec of the Premier League. They were the laughing stock. You know what I mean? Legit.
No,
Legit. Everyone was beating them. Everyone was slapping them up. You know what I mean? But now, Arsenal are one of the most respected teams again in the country, bro. And that's because of him. So, kudos to him, man. But yeah, it's a big season. They've got to win something.
Him and Edu.
Got to win.
Give Edu a bit of credit because Edu supports him. But yeah, Arteta, man, he's the main man, innit? He's a star boy.
You know what I mean? So big up Arsenal, though. Big up Arsenal. Elsewhere at the weekend, early on Saturday, early kickoff. Brighton 2, Manchester United 1. Again, another defeat against Brighton. Again, we have not won our first league game since 2016.
Choke.
Criminal.
That's dark.
Lads, what's your thoughts on United? Another defeat against Brighton. Lost 5 out of the last 6 against them now. What's your thoughts after the game? Any positives to take from that defeat?
Any positives? Ahmad. I think Ahmad showed him scoring because he didn't have the best first half. And then I think him coming out in the second half, not even just scoring, as I said, but his mentality to come out. Obviously, after the week he's had to come out and say, well, you know what, I didn't have a great first half. I have to be effective this game, which he was in the second half. I think he had a brilliant second half. So that's kind of showing the mentality of some of the players. Boy, there's not much positives. I think one positive to say is the football is better. You can kind of see, well, not kind of see, you can see what the team, they're passing the ball much better. You can see the rondos finally starting to work. What they're doing in training is starting to work. It's just a bit annoying. Like they're doing it in, I don't know if you lot saw it, but they're doing a lot of it like when they're playing out from the back. That's all well and good. Obviously, that's something they do struggle with. But I want to see that kind of rondo. I want to see that in the opposition's half. I don't want to see that too much in our own half. I want to see that in the opposition's half. But but again, I'm not trying to be too pessimistic. The fact they were doing that in their own half and playing good, playing out from the back, Kobe, even like some of the bogey passes, like someone gave Kobe a bogey pass and he played it out to like, I think Dallo was playing left back. And I was like, raw. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Kobe done it, but I was just like, cool, we're actually keeping the ball well on the press. So again, I think that is a positive sign, but I just want to see that further up the pitch. What was I going to say? Yeah, that's about it, to be honest. Ron?
Oh, boys. For me, it's just disappointment all round. Like Dre says, innit? It's no improvement. It's new season, same old story. Why can't we win our first 2 games? What's the problem? I don't understand. All the other teams seem to do it. All the other team that's competing for titles, top 4, top 6, they seem to do it. United always struggle because we're too reliant on certain players. We're too reliant on Bruno Fernandes. We saw when that substitution happened, it was a different team. And for me, that team's too average. We're Manchester United. We can't be that average. We need ballers. I'm happy that Ugarte is through the door. I've been talking about this guy from day one. We need ballers. Like, if we're going to compete on a certain level, we need players. Football ain't just about 11 random guys and a great manager. You need quality, bro. Don't let no one fool you. Like, at the end of the day, the cream rises to the top. We scored a goal, which was unfortunately disallowed. It should have been a goal. And if the lads remember, I did say it would be a tricky game and we should get a draw. So for me, I expected Brighton to play like that. They're full of confidence. They got a new manager. He's young. He's giving players opportunity. Like, they're gonna come out ready to play. They want to impress. What I don't get is my manager's football. Like, all right, we played one game. I understand this is your team. Like, is this your squad going forward? Why are you so reluctant to change? Make the changes. Like, it's early season. You don't have to start with this team and stay with them and die with them. That's the thing about Ten Hag. That gives me the, you know what I mean? And yeah, bro, I wasn't impressed with the creativity. I wasn't impressed with the squad. The starting 11. I wasn't impressed with nothing, to be honest. I was disappointed throughout the whole match. Even when we got back to 1-1, I was still felt down. When we scored, I was like, yeah, we scored, but I'm still not satisfied. I'm still not seeing the progress that I want to see. You get what I'm trying to say, Dre? Like, we got Kobe Mano, we gas him up. Yeah, Kobe Mano. I want to see more. I want to see more creativity, bro. I want more. Like, the team's too reliant on Bruno Fernandes. We have to mature. Like, we have to grow up. All these guys that were saying they're young, Garnacho, Kobe, Ahmad, these men need to grow up, bro. Do you feel me? Football's changed. Their age is old now. Maybe not Kobe, but Ahmad's 22 years old. In football terms, that's a big man now. You're a grown man. We can't be saying, these men are young. No, bro. These men need to step up or go through the door. That's where the team's at. Seriously, man's not accepting mediocrity anymore. I'm not accepting Mason Mount just running around like this is a trap meet. No, bro. You got to create me a chance. You got to do something. Like, you feel me? Like, why can't Sancho be in the team? All you're doing is running around. You're not really doing anything. That's how I see it. Like, why is Garnacho on the bench? We know he's a goal threat. He's gonna do something. He's gonna set up a chance or score a goal. I'm not on this mediocrity anymore, Jay. Seriously, like, look at what my board's doing. This is not the Glazers anymore, lads. Do you know what I'm saying? I know we just talk about the Brighton. I'm sorry to rant, yeah, but this ain't the Glazers no more, lads, yeah. This is a different era at the club. So, bro, it's accountability, bro. Every man's got someone to answer to. You feel me? So you see Ten Hag, yeah, man he better pull his socks up. To say the least, yeah. Man better pull his socks up, bro. This can't be happening, bro. Do you get me? Get a result. Leave him 3 points or a point, bro. So yeah, I'm fully disappointed, lads.
I hear you, Ronaldo. I hear you. I'm disappointed with the result. I can see improvements though. We were unlucky. That Garnacho hits that ball anywhere else, I think we win that game. But to me, it again goes down to stupid, dumb mistakes, bro. The first goal, why did Harry Maguire leave the ball? And it goes to what I was saying. The drop-off in quality between the starting 11 and the bench is huge. Any decent defender with wits about them, ball comes into the box and it's coming in, you attack the ball, bro. You don't let that ball come across you. That's simple. Everyone's taught that. You know what I mean? The second goal, brother, there's 5 men watching a man on the edge of the 6-yard box with the ball. No one thinks to, yo, go to him then. Everyone there is just standing there. And I know Ronaldo mentioned about accountability, but ownership as well, bro. Stop relying on Bruno to create chances. Like, take the onus on yourself. All right, cool. Nothing's happening here. Let me try a thing. Let me try and win the game, bro. The moment Bruno come off, everything just went flat, dead. And it shouldn't be like that. Like, I don't know, man. And then, Marcus Rashford cooked. He's finished. He's finished as a top-level footballer. And I said this a year ago, and man got called a hater. His body can't do what his mind wants to do anymore, bro.
No, he has no mind.
It said everything. It said everything to me on Saturday, bro. He I think he went past one guy, then stopped. When the old Marcus Rashford would have just bombed down that line. His body can't do it no more, bro. There was one
Trey,
other
I disagree.
occasion.
I don't think it's the
His
body. I
body
think it's the
can't
mind.
do it no more.
I think it's the
His
mind,
body
bro.
can't do it no more.
Bro, Trey, if I'm being totally honest here, I've never seen someone with, obviously we all know the potential Marcus Rashford has, the ceiling he has, right? Or he once had, because he's a grown man now. He's like 27 years old. So
This
he's a
is
grown ass
potential,
man, right?
This is him.
There's no potential. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But that's what I mean. Like, I feel like it's the mentality, bro. Like, when you break it down, right? What is the fundamentals of Marcus Rashford's game? What, hitting, like, scoring weldies, like hitting a dead ball, or like scoring from outside the box? Like, what does he do? Like, I can tell you what Gerard Bowen is good at. I can tell you what Saka's good at. I can tell you what Nani was good at. I can tell you what Hazard was good at. I can tell you what Heung-min Son is good at. Do you get it? Like, people have qualities about them. Everyone's different. Like, not every wing is the same. Not every striker is the same. Some people come deep. Some people play off the last defender. Some people, like, you get it. Like, what is Marcus? And I'm asking people, like, especially as Manchester United fans, he doesn't do, like, he just, even the fundamentals of his game, bro, is like, and I've been, as I said, I've been asking these questions for about 4 years. 4 years. And then two seasons ago, off the World Cup, oh my gosh, he's brilliant. No, he had 6 months, like 4 months of a brilliant season. After the World Cup, he come back and scored, like, I don't know how much was it, like 20 something goals. From August to November, I think November the World Cup started, the Qatar one. He did nothing. December, he did nothing. The guy is he's pony, man. And that's what I mean, Dre. I don't think it's the body. Like, I think it's if someone, I don't know if, what's his name, Van Nistelrooy can coach him, or if or if is he even coachable? I don't know. But, like, for me, I've always noticed for him, he is, and it's not just him as well. It's a lot of Manchester United players. A lot of them just don't have the, like they say, common sense isn't common. Dumb players at Manchester United, they're just all dunce. A lot of them are dunce. There's, like, again, I said it last season against Chelsea. How did we lose in 90 seconds when we were winning? We're winning and we lose in 90 seconds. I've never seen that in football. That was like the Bayern Munich game in 99, right? And in that 90 seconds, you didn't see one person try and buy a free kick. You didn't see one person trying to waste time when the Man United throw on. You didn't see one person, like, I don't think you saw Onana getting a yellow card for time wasting. Like, and these things are, like, you can teach, but you can't teach, right? Like, the dark arts of football. And I feel like even just Marcus Rashford, like, I've said this for years, like, even lockdown times, like, if United are losing 1-0 or it's 1-1 and we're trying to get the 3 points, when have you ever seen Marcus Rashford just on the left side of the pitch, just full up, like, just try and buy a free kick? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're so good at free kicks and you want to hit a dead ball, but I don't see you buying free kicks, but I always see you grab the ball when it's time to kick. Like, I just don't understand, like, a lot of and I feel like a lot of players go Man United. I don't know if it rubs off on them or but I start to see it. Like, loads of players, they go there and it's like, oh, cool. Like, I'm not saying it's a lazy mentality, but I just, like, they don't have that nous, that instinct, that killer instinct. And it's not just strikers, but it's just about, like, like, how can I buy a free kick? And then, that's Marcus. Sorry about that. That was Marcus.
You know what it is? It's because the previous regime, there's no accountability. So these men know we can play shit. They knew that Woodward, before they get rid of the players, we're getting rid of the manager, innit? So this mediocrity that Ronaldo's been talking about has been rotten to the core in his squad.
Rotten.
You see how these guys are slowly getting rid of it. I said it 2 years ago on this pod, Give it 2 years' time. The starting 11 that played against Brighton and Brentford, we've got slapped 4-0, won't be there no more, bro. And when you look at it now, who's there? What, Rashford?
Maguire.
Pretty much it now, isn't it? Rashford.
Maguire.
Shaw's injured. That's it now. So what they've done now, this is Ten Hag's team, but at the same time, there's accountability now. If you're playing shit, you're going to get sold. If you don't buy into what United are trying to do, you're going to be out the door like Sancho. Throwing his toys out on the prime opening day because he weren't in the squad. Man went home. All right. Then man said, all right, cool, you can go, bro. Fine with us. Cool. Rashford ain't going to be... if Rashford starts on Sunday, then Ten Hag, I'm not going to look at that man differently, bro, because he should not be starting anymore, bro. You've got Garnacho, you've got Ahmad. Run with that. You know what I mean? It's got to be... Something's got to click now with this team. Like, something's got to click. There cannot be no more of this nonsense. We're playing well, then a stupid mistake. We're down 1-0. 1-1, 95th minute. Just see out the game, bro. Leave there with a point. I'm happy with that. There's 6 man in the box, watching man on the 6-yard box. Run it down, touch, look at the ball, man squares it to my man. That's ridiculous, bro. And there's experienced men on the pitch, bro. Casemiro, De Ligt. Like, come on, man. Yeah, like, I need to see more. And I don't know about Ugarte. I ain't seen much of him. But if he can add something to this midfield, cool. But as I said on the season, well, last week, this United team, I ain't got no faith in them, bro. They've let me down so much over the last 5-6 years. They've cost bare managers their job. And we're still relying on these men, some of these men, well, the main men, Bruno and Rashford, to win us what? The odd cup here and there. Nah, man. Let's just win on Sunday, innit? Well, it's curtains. It's good. We're putting the timer on Ten Hag, mate. That's what I've got to say. Wavy, have you got any thoughts on United?
Wait.
Before we...
Bruv, it's a difficult game, isn't it? That's the thing. It's a difficult game. Just the same way that Arsenal Villa was a difficult game. I didn't think that it was going to be easy for United at all. I watched it in full. Obviously, it was the early kickoff, so I watched it. I don't think United done anything mad. Obviously, the Xerxes chance that Garnacho hit, that was a bit techie, to be fair, because in theory, it's guiding the goal, innit? So the rule can be deemed a bit mad, if we're being honest. But at the same time, the rules are rule, innit? We know the rules beforehand. And I see Xerxes talking to Ten Hag at the end of the game, trying to justify why he knocked it in with his knee. But yeah, but for me, I think Ronaldo said it earlier, but it's the second game of the season, and I'm not getting gas. Like we said earlier, I'm not getting too excited because I know the fixtures that we got coming. So any one of us can drop points at this stage of the season. So as far as I'm concerned, it wasn't like where United went out there and performed badly. It was just an unfortunate result.
I hate you, mate. Let us know. Oh, big up to Pablo. Should be happy. United playing all right. To be fair, United have looked much better this season in the first 2 games I've seen than the whole of last season. We're not conceding 20 chances a game. It's gone down to about 8 or 9, which is good. Better than last season. Hey, Liverpool, they won their first game at home in the Arnie Slot era. Chelsea 6-2. We've got to talk about Chelsea, you know. A lot's been made of Chelsea off the pitch, but on the pitch, very impressive win. Ronaldo, what's your thoughts on Chelsea 6, Wolves 2? I think you're on mute, you know.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, big up Chelsea, man. Big up the Chelsea supporters, you know, always locked in for the love of the game. I'm impressed by Chelsea. I can't lie, I'm impressed still. That's their first win, and to win in that manner, bro, I know the fans are happy, bro. Trust me, because 1-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 5-2, 6-2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that still. And I like how he tweaked the formation. You know what I mean? So Enzo Maresca, he's learning, man. He's learning because for me, Palmer's a 10, and he's playing Palmer in the wings. You're not gonna get the same player. So Lavia being out and then moving Palmer more central, putting Nkunku out, bringing in Mudryk, even though he subbed him, but I think that gives them a better balance, you know. Palmer playing in the 10 gives them a better balance. Do you know what I mean? So I'm impressed with them. Chelsea can do a little thing, you know. That's the thing about Chelsea. If they click, they're clicking it. But because it's a new Chelsea, it's a bit weird. Like everyone needs to, you know, get used to them or give them a bit of time. The manager needs time, but I must say I'm impressed with their first win. Felix coming on scoring as well. That's always good. Get a goal in the debut. They're in a good place right now, Chelsea. They're in a good place, Jay. Trust me, they are.
Yeah.
They are. I think this manager suits them. Suits them, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Oaks, your thoughts on Chelsea?
Yeah, no, they done their thing on the weekend. Scoreline was a bit crazy. I don't think that's going to happen often, but they needed a win under their belt, especially after last season. I don't know what the exact run is without a win or whatever, but they needed that under the belt. The scoreline obviously breeds confidence. Yeah, as Ronnie said, a bit more balance in the team. Obviously, there's off-the-field issues. But I think they'll be all right. But I don't think they're going to be blowing teams' pulls away like that every week. But now it's a good balance that you can kind of see what the manager, he's not scared to make changes. You know what I mean? So unlike Ten Hag, a bit stubborn, but yeah, he's not scared to make changes, which is good. Yeah, no, that's about it really.
I hear that. Me, I just see that's a good win, you know. To me, it's just a good win. Nothing else, nothing more. I think Chelsea are going to be judged more as the season goes on. It's a bit of a. I think once the transfer window closes, that will bring a bit of calm to Chelsea. You know what I mean? Everything at the moment just seems like Chuckle Brothers business. Like every day they're close to signing a new player. Like players don't know if they're coming or going. Like it's just crazy at the moment. That win kind of settles down the noise a bit. Because if they didn't win at the weekend, there'd have been more noise. That was a big win. You know what I mean? Personally, I think if they get things clicking, I think they're going to be in that mix for top 4. You know what I mean? Maybe even top 3. Because the embarrassment of riches and the drop-off ain't that much from... You don't even know what the starting 11 is, but they've got 22 man of pretty much the same level, which is good to have in a season like this where you're going to be playing a lot of football. It's good to have that, man. Enzo Maresca, boy, big win. Kudos to you, but we'll see how it goes throughout the season. Let's see what happens when the transfer window closes and if they could, what else they bring in. But big win is it quietens the noise a bit, which is good, man. That's good. As Pablo is here, we must talk about Tottenham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice little win over Everton. After their draw against Leicester. Is it Everton were bad or did Tottenham put on a performance? Like, what's your thoughts, Ronaldo?
I think it's a bit of both, if I'm fair. But Tottenham did put on a performance for their fans, you know. After that Leicester game, I think the fans was a bit down. You know, they're feeling a bit, here we go again. Because last season, we all know the start they had. So I think it was an amazing performance, but Everton was poor, man. The second goal sums it up, man. Come on, man. What are you doing, Pickford? You know what I'm saying? You literally on the goal, you're holding up your hand after. So what, bro? It's late. It's 2-0, bro. We're out of the game. This is the Premier League. But I was impressed with Tottenham. I can't lie, because that Leicester game made me think Ange ain't gonna be here for much longer, easy. But then I can see that Odeberyu. I can see what he's trying to do. Solanke, I see what he's trying to do. You can see the Highlander stuff, the Van der Ven trying to be, old school Beckenbauer, like man's coming from the back all the way up, pulls, but you don't know. That was a good run still. Can't lie. So yeah, I was impressed with them. Can't lie, Dre. They impressed me still. They impressed me. That Odeberyu, he looks a player, He looks a player. Like I think he'll do well for Tottenham still. So yeah, I was impressed by them.
I'm just gonna read the next 4 games, and you tell me how many points Tottenham are gonna get from these, okay?
Yeah.
So Newcastle away, Arsenal at home, Brentford at home, Manchester United away.
Oof. Oh, I'm looking at 6.
Yeah.
I'll go 6-7 because there's few of them games are home games, innit? They're all not away games. And as a team in the Prem, you're expected to win your home games. Do you feel me? So I'll get them like a 6, maybe 7, 9. They're laughing, but I expect them to at least give Newcastle a good game, win at Brentford. No, the Arsenal fixture is a bit early, but you know what I'm saying? I could see them getting something out of that game. I'm not even joking. Like, I think Tottenham is all right because it's early days, It's early days. As the season go on, they might, drop off a bit. But yeah, man, I can see them getting 6-7 points.
Cool. Oh, so how many points do you think Spurs are going to get out of those 4 games?
Yeah, I think I'll probably say I'll go with 7. If they get 9, that's a result. I think that's a result if they get 9 points. But I would say probably even 10 points, of course. But I don't know. It's a bit early, and I don't know, like the Solankis, the Richarlison is not my cup of tea. I can't even lie. They're not. Obviously, they got Hummingson. He's firing. Kulusevski, like he had a bad one last season, or was it the end of the season? I can't remember, but I'm sure at the end of the season he was terrible, and I'm a fan of his. But I think he got an assist, which is good for him, a bit of confidence for him. So Van der Ven is looking good if he can stay injury free. Yeah, hopefully I would say probably about let's say 7 points gone.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. You see, by the end of that United game, Ange Postecoglou might not be in the job. I'm not. They're gonna lose against Newcastle. They're gonna lose against Newcastle.
Away.
You know what? Yeah, you know what it is. Just like Pablo just said here, yeah. Tottenham do flatter to deceive. Like Tottenham have been found out, and I ain't seen something different from what I saw at the beginning of last season, the end of last season, and now. You can get at Tottenham. What you got to do is just ride the way you have and just take your chances. I judge Tottenham more by the Leicester performance than the Everton performance. Everton, they did what they were supposed to do. Everton are crap. Everton should be relegated this season.
Below poor. They were. I have to say, yeah.
But Tottenham should have finished their dinner against Leicester, and they didn't, and almost lost the game. You're going to be playing a lot better opposition than that. Like you would leave these 2 games and think Tottenham should have 6 points. Them having 4 points is bad. Because the next 2 now, Newcastle away, didn't they get slapped there last season? Went it 4-1 or something?
Yeah, it was bad.
Something like that. Yeah, and the season before that,
they lost. Yeah.
The season before that, they were 5-0 down after like 20 minutes or something like that. Like, that's not a good place to go to for Tottenham. So I'm expecting a defeat. North London derby, Arsenal are not scared to go to the Emirates. You know what I mean? I mean to White Hart Lane. They're not scared to go there. That's their bread and butter. Like, they don't really care about. It's nothing to them. Brentford should be 3 points. But Old Trafford, nah, they're not winning there. So by then, they'll probably be on what? 8 points? 8 points after what? 6 games? Hey, mate, Daniel Levy might be on the phone to someone. Don't know who. Hey, I rate it, man. People love Ange, innit? People love Ange because he's from Australia and he drinks Fosters and you know he tells how it is, but
I hear you still. That's the possibility. What you just said could happen, mate. But big up Pablo, you don't know.
you know what I mean, but big up Pablo.
It's a long season, Pablo.
Course, mate,
it's a long season, Pablo. It's a long
Definitely.
season. It's
Big
early
game at the
days.
weekend. Yeah, at the weekend. But let's get to the transfers. A lot has happened in the last week. United seem to have wrapped up Ugarte and have sold Scott McTominay. Lads, what's your thoughts on United signed Ugarte? I know Ronaldo's been preaching about Ugarte for weeks, months, and we're finally getting rid of Scott McTominay. Like, what's your thoughts, guys?
Wow. Do you know what? Let me dive in, yeah, because I finally got my CDM, my DM, my centre mid, whatever you want to call him. I finally got someone now that's in the middle of the park, that's a baller, that understands football, pedigree player, quality player. And I think that adds another 15 points to my team. So when I say United, yeah, or title contenders, like, obviously everyone's going to be like, how did they close the gap? But I'm going to show you the method to my madness. Zerski, Delit, that was supposed to give me another 15 points. And now I got Ugarte, that's another 15 points. So that's 30 points. So I'm in the mix. But everyone's thinking, why is their method? That's the method to my madness. United's cooking. They got all the right elements. It's just putting all the pieces to the puzzle now. It's just fitting it all together, getting a good starting 11 and making it work. Do you feel me? They got the players now, Dre. They got them. They're there. They're at the club. It's the manager now, accountability for him to step up. You feel me? So let's see if Ten Hag can step up and take us to that level, bro. But I'm over the moon, Dre, that we got to play. We got to remember, you know, we got Kobe Mainoo that's coming through. So for me, Kobe shouldn't be playing 38 games. Everyone sees football different. For me, Kobe should be playing 20, 25 games. And everyone's going to be on to me, whatever. But I watch these kids come out of the academy. You know what I'm saying? Certain games, Kobe got to come on as a sub. I'm talking about starting. He should be starting at least 20 to 25 games. The rest, he can come on a sub. You know what I'm saying? But now that we got an actual midfielder, it's better for him. It's better for his development. It's better for the squad. Because the manager's got options now. There's games that he can go in. He can just go in, Ugarte, Casemiro, Bruno, even Mount. You can rest these guys, Jake, because it's a long ride, you know, lads. Like I'm saying, it's a long season. So now we got legitimate options that's going to push each other in training and improve the squad levels, bro. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. I'm fully gassed. But Jay had to do it. I saw that report where you're saying, raw, like, Ugarte's not even Ten Hag signing it. That let me down, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If there's truth in that story, he ain't gonna be in there for long, lads. I'm sorry, man. He's not. I'm being honest, man. Seriously, like, I'm being real. And what you said makes sense when you put it together, bro. If it's up to Ten Hag, we'll be playing with Scott McTominay, Mason Mount, and who knows who, bro. Kobe Mainoo, the holding midfielder. I don't understand Ten Hag sometimes. He's my manager. I try to support him, but I don't understand his football. You know what I mean, Dre? I don't understand him sometimes, bro. You feel me, Dre? But I don't want to go on, but you get me, Dre. If that's not his signing, I know Lenny Yaro's definitely not his signing. And now you're saying Deontay's not his signing, bro. Does this guy only sign players that he's worked with before that played for Ajax?
Mhm.
Let's be real, bro. Let's just chop it up. Think about it. Does he not know players? Unless they
or play for the Dutch league or the
thank
national
you.
league.
Does he not know
Madness.
players that's played outside of Holland? Or that's pre what I'm saying, Drake. I don't know what's going on. Talk to me,
Could I ask-
because I'm confused.
Manu, can I ask you something? Especially
What-
what you said, Ron. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go on, Jay. Sorry.
Sorry. I think from what I've been told, Ugarte has been watched by United scouts since he was at Sporting, before he even went to PSG. From when Sporting knocked Arsenal out in Europa League a couple of seasons back, United wanted him. And I think a specific scout said to them, we need to sign Ugarte. So I don't know if Ten Hag turned it down a year ago, but I'm not mad that it's not a player that Ten Hag wanted, because he should have no say in who comes in. He shouldn't have that big of a say who comes in anyway. He's the head coach. He's not the manager. You get me? If he had his way, we'd still be trying to open up our legs for bloody De Jong, bro.
Well,
I'm happy we got this. Like, you know what I mean? To hell with anything that Ten Hag says, because all, like you guys said, all he seems to know is that bloody Eurostar to bloody Amsterdam, bro. Can you even get Eurostar to Amsterdam? The boat or plane, whatever you take to Amsterdam. That's all he seems to know, bro.
Yeah,
And that's mad. You're a top level manager, and all you know is your home country. So what? They don't show Serie A in Holland, bro. They don't show League 4 or La Liga. Like, what's he watching? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't mind De Ligt because he's a top class defender, innit? Xerxes, but I'm not complete. I want something proven, innit? I'm not mad at Xerxes coming in, but it's a lot. It's another player that we're expecting a lot from, when really we should be easing him in. You know what I mean? We're going to be expecting him. I think he's going to end up playing on the left, and Højlund's going to be up front. And I think if that's, you're expecting these two young players who've come from what? Where did he come from? Højlund come from Atalanta, and Xerxes came from Bologna, where they didn't even bag 15 goals in that league. To now come to United, where we're expecting, that's minimum.
True.
That's a poor season. My strikers score goals, bro. 15 goals is a bad season. It's 20 plus. That expectation, I can't see no one in this team getting me 15 goals, bro. That's what alarms me. I think the defense,
it's not that bad, man, bro.
Everything else, bro. You gotta think, if he's what everyone says he is, then boy, that's a big signing. Because now it allows Mainu, and if it's Mainu or Casemiro, to operate further up the pitch. Bruno doesn't need to come back in the weeds. He just needs to feed it whoever's making them runs, bro. You know what I mean? He can play further up the pitch.
This is it.
Garnacho, Ahmad, I'm expecting they've got to score goals, bro. That's the thing that worries. It's the goals, bro. Defensively, I'm not too worried. Maguire ain't starting again for United. Hopefully, this side of 2024, bro. This side of 2025, bro. I hope he ain't starting again. Because what? We should have Euro back October, November time. You get me? I'll be happy with that. But, bro, all the chances we created in the last two games, we should have won. We should have slapped Fulham opening day. We should have slapped City Community Shield, and we should have won against Brighton, bro. But we're sitting here. We've only scored 3 goals in the last 3 games, bro.
Same story.
And this is the story of Ten Hag, bro. It's the story, man. Have we even had what's our goal since Ten Hag's been in charge? What? Altogether must be like +5 or something. Sign me a proven player, bro. I'm sick of these young players. You know what I mean?
I hear you, but it's building, Dre. Just to add what you just said, you're right, but we're in a better position now to add that player. Like, say, like a Benzi became available or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? These teams out of the Champions League out there in the Saudi, we could make a move for him. See what I'm saying? Like, we could genuinely, like, say, rah, let's see what Benzi's saying. Feel me? Like, now we're in that position. Before we wasn't. We was in a position where we had one striker and we had to put Marcus Rashford here, put him there, put him there. I'm happy now where you compete for your position. If you're not good enough for your position, you sit on the bench. It's not no moving around. Even though Ten Hag likes doing that, there's no need for that now. You know what I'm saying, bro? For me, Bruno Fernandes plays multiple positions. Just play him in his position. When he's not performing, he sits on the bench. All of this false nine, go on the left, go on the right. There's no need for that, Drake. Because the guys that in the, like I say, everyone's got someone to answer to. So the guys that's supplying you the resources, that's getting you the players, surely they're saying to you, listen, we don't want these men playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positions. You get what I'm saying, Drake? We're building. Like, play your position. If you can't make your position, you sit on the bench. Simple. Simple maths, Drake. There's no point playing Bruno Fernandes a false nine. You've got a Zertsky. Why are you bringing him to the club? Fair enough, fitness-wise, etc. This is the third game now. I want to see the team start taking shape, bro. Take has to be on the bench. If he's not starting against Liverpool, he has to be on the bench, Drake. The team has to take shape. In every team, winning team, good team, there's at least 6, 7 players, 8 players that know they're playing every week, Drake. I'm telling you, you need to know the team. You need to know the team, and you got to have the players that's in the category where they know, yeah, I'm coming here to compete. I'm trying to make the team. You feel me? Like, I know where my position is. I'm a part of the squad, but good training, I come on, I make an impact, I can start next week. This is how you build a winning squad, bro. You feel me? You can't be having man out there, oh, he played rubbish on the left, next week he's up front. No, bro. This is why the fans get frustrated, because they're tired of seeing this guy. He might be on the left this week, he had a bad game. Next game he's up front, or next game he's on the right. You get what I'm trying to say, bro? We can't have that no more, Jay. It's changes now, bro. It's accountability, bro. You stick to your position, you compete for your position. If you're not good enough, you sit on the bench, bro. Simple. If you're good enough, you're out there. You feel me, bro? And this is how we move forward, regardless of who you are. Trust me, bro. Bruno, Rashford, regardless of who you are, bro. Compete for your position. Stop this multiple position, not knowing who's playing. If I ask both of you now, both United fans, who's playing on Sunday, man don't know. I'm trying to say, Drake. My brother Wavy's here and I'm like, Wavy, name me 6, 7, 8 who's playing. He can name me them guys. You feel where I'm coming from, Drake? That's what I want to see now, lads, man. I'm tired of the mediocrity thing, bro. I want to see the team start taking shape. You feel me, bro? Like, that's what I want to see, bro. Levels. I want to see Mount on the bench. I want to see Zertsky up front for now until Rasmus comes back. I want to see Bruno in a 10. You feel me? I want to see Ugarte, Casemiro, or even Kobe on a one-off date. But I don't want the pressure on Kobe like that. You feel me, Drake? And I'm going to say something random now just to stop. I want to see Martinez left back until Luke Shaw comes back. Everyone's going to kill me for this, but I want to see De Ligt and Harry Maguire for now. Because it's the way we play. He's going to move to left back anyway, Dre. I've always said this from day one. Harry Maguire will make a good left back. But he just don't want to play there. So, in possession, yeah, Martinez is going to move out of left back anyway and come central. It's like what we done in the Charity Shield with flipping Johnny Evans. They just swap positions in possession. Do you get? That's what we done, you know. Trey's thinking, what's Ron saying? That's what we done. That's what we did in the Charity Shield. Do you guys realize that Martinez played left back?
Yeah, it didn't work.
But I'm just saying, Drake, it can work.
Because it didn't work because Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans played like they were pedophiles on the stand, base 15, 25. Like Harry Maguire, for the way we play, is not suited to Manchester United. He's rubbish on the ball. You can't play in between the lines. That's just with the ball. Without the ball, you saw everything about him for the first goal against Brighton. He's been doing that for 4 years, bro. 5 years. He's crap. He should be he's fourth choice centre back. When everyone's fit, he's fourth choice centre back.
There's a player as well that some United fans might think. Some United fans might think Diego Dalot's a good player, Dallow's a good player, but he ain't. I'm sorry, lads. He can't defend. He's half decent going forward, but he can't defend, lads. I'm being real. You see how that goal scored, yeah? I know we're gonna blame Harry, but you see, like, this is pro ball, lads. They're gonna go from the source, the heart of it. It started from that cross. You see the cross that come in off the right, yeah? Dallo doesn't close people down, Dre. You can do whatever you want. You see, as a defender, yeah, if I can do whatever I want, eventually during the game, I'm gonna do something. Do you get it? You can't, you have to disrupt, man. You see Mazzori, look how he plays, bro. He's on your toes, he's on your first touch. You see Dallo, yeah? Them men ain't on your first touch. If your first touch ain't on point, Matsuri's gonna win the ball. Dallo ain't. If your first touch ain't on point, you got time to take 3-4 touches to get the ball under control. Do you get me, Jay? He shows the player too much respect. I don't like that. You feel me, bro? I don't like defenders that he's just like Victoria, Lindelof.
But still,
you can do whatever you want when you play against them.
Attack. You see Maguire and Lindelof. They're not aggressive. They're not proactive defenders.
Thank you,
they're
Jay,
reactive defenders.
Thank you, Jay. You can do what you want.
See Martinez, the difference. Martinez is proactive. He smells danger.
Thank you. He's letting you think as a baller.
Same with DeLitt. Same with Euro. Even them brief glimpses in preseason, they smell it. They know it's coming. Everything with bloody Lindelof and Maguire, they wait till it happens, bro. That ball, attack the ball, bro. And then when the goal goes in, he's like, "Oh, I didn't know what was behind me, bro." That's even more. Just attack the ball, bro. Like that's bro.
Don't let the ball come across.
We're dominating that game. We're dominating the game, and like, bro, and it goes to team selection again. You bought DeLitt for how much money, bro? How can he not be match ready by now? If he's good enough to be on a bench, he can give you an hour. He can give you 90. It's not like he's playing in midfield, running up and down, bro. And what was even worse, yeah, you took off Maguire after 60 minutes, so you're upsetting the whole rhythm of that defense.
Exactly. I don't get that. Defensive change, no injuries. That just baffles me.
You might as well taking off Maguire at half time. Why take him off at 60 minutes?
Baffles me.
Made no sense.
Jay, you made a valid point. And you see how he comes out and he goes, Mason was feeling something, so we had to take him out. Give us an update on Bruno as well. We want to know why he took off Bruno Fernandes, bro. For that last 15, 17 minutes, we was under the cosh, bro. We gave them the initiative. It's like we handed the game to them, Jay. Did you see the changes for Brighton after that?
Yeah. The moment McTominay came on, we defended 15 yards.
He went for it. That's football. We gave them the initiative, the impetus, and they took it. They went for it, Jay. If you clock the changes after we took Bruno off, that ain't defensive change.
How did we get to Brighton? What's going on?
Bro, we're ranting, man. You know we're upset. You gotta get out.
I can tell. All right, say back to the party quick, man.
Hey, let's get to McTominay. He's gone, man. This is a great day for my life as a United fan. McFred is over for good. It's in the bin. It's buried. You can put it to rest. No more of this crap. To United fans, we had a midfield of Andres Pereira, McTominay, and Fred, and Dan James starting Premier League games. Do you know how it kills my soul? But we have to watch that. Listen,
I know, bro.
This is a great day as a United fan. I'm over the moon. I hope McTominay hasn't left Manchester yet, because I'll go put petrol in my car and I'll drive him to the airport. I'll drive him to the plane.
He's gone, bro.
I'll drive my car
He's gone.
somewhere and drive him to the plane. He's gone. Is he left the country?
Yeah, he left Old Trafford for the first time. I swear it, man. You know, he's one of us, man. He's one of us, bro. He's one of us. But I hear you, Jay. I hear you still. I hear you still. It's sad. Do you know what it is? Yeah, that's the mediocrity, Dre. When I say we start accepting these players, they are not United quality. Scotty, we love you and we appreciate you, Scotty, and we appreciate what you do. But you see, when you start thinking Scott McTominay and these men are good players, nah, something's wrong, man. I'm being real, like, something's wrong, bro. Seriously, that shouldn't be the level at the club. I love Scotty to bits, and I'm proud of him because what he's done, he's earned us a transfer fee, which I think is acceptable. You know what I mean, Jay? We can use to improve the squad because he's one of us. But bro, his level and to where we want to get to, nah, man, that's not Manchester United, bro. We need ballers, bro. We need ballers, bro.
And you know what, yeah? And you know what? I've heard so many United fans over the last 4 or 5 years say, oh, he's one of us. He plays for the badge. He plays with passion and pride. You see, the first thing you say about a player is nothing to do with their actual footballing ability. They're shit, bro. You see, when someone says to you, he works hard, he gets up and down the pitch, he's crap, bro. Scott McTominay, for what he maximized what he's good at, which is driving late in the box, innit? But we don't need that. We are not Everton. You get me? We're Manchester United. Thank you for helping us out last season, because we probably would have finished lower without his goals, innit? And he has scored some big goals, United.
True that.
But, bro, he has been the symbol of mediocrity. Imagine, bro, we've had to put Pogba out wide on the left from Scott McTominay and Fred, bro. That tells you everything. That tells you absolutely everything about the disgracefulness of this club over the last 10 years, bro. Scott McTominay, thank you. Go take a dunk over Serie A with you and Billy Gilmore and Lukaku, bro, at Napoli.
Come on, we've had worse midfielders, man. You're dark. We've had worse midfielders. Morgan Schneiderlin.
Then who?
Morgan Schneiderlin.
Better than McTominay.
Oates. You gotta remember, Oates, yeah. Remember where Scotty started, you know. Scotty was a striker in the academy. No. He was a striker. I'm just listen to the desperation, trying to make it as a pro footballer. You was a striker in the academy. It didn't work. So you went to centre back. Didn't work. I'm just trying to show Oates, you know. Yeah. Ollie tried you in midfield. Remember, under Jose, he was a centre back. Don't forget that game at West Ham. He was 2-0 down in like 20 minutes, bro. Come on, man. Scott McTominay, he's dead, Oates. I'm telling you, see them, man, they just play off heart and passion. You see, like, quality-wise.
I'm not saying that.
How many times have you seen this guy break down the plate? We've been in positions where all he had to make was a simple 5-yard pass and he couldn't.
I'm not saying he's not a bad player. I'm just saying, show that Dre just going on dark. Like, you're going on dark.
He is a symbol. I know exactly what Dre is saying, yeah, because we've grown accustomed to these men. This is not Manchester United.
But so is Marcus Rashford, though.
He's better than Scotty, though.
No, but
he's better than Scotty.
Mediocrity.
Because that's what we've been hoping. We don't expect nothing from Scott. So then, man, you get my point, bro. And this is the thing what hurts me, yeah. See, Scotty, yeah, I love him because he's one of us. But I know within myself, yeah, the quality that he has, yeah, he shouldn't even be on the bench at Manchester United, bro. Levels, is that real? He shouldn't even be on the bench, bro. We're Man United, you know. We need ballers, and I've been saying this for years, and now finally we're getting ballers through the door. We need ballers, Oates. You gotta have ballers that improve each other. Iron sharpens iron. You're not gonna improve if you're going training with Scott McTominay, bro. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's keep the thing 100. Come on, man. You know what I'm
Bro,
trying
I'm
to
not
say?
here.
I remember,
I'm not
yeah.
here.
in this
Bro,
pod,
you don't get it twisted or like coming with some next narrative. I'm not here defending Scott McTominay, bro. I'm just showing
Yeah.
you some love. Like he's come through like the academy. You get it? Like for you to like come through the academy and play under what three and a half different managers. You got something about you. Do you understand?
listen,
I'm not saying that he's here to. I'm not,
no,
like, bro, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's no expectation. There's no expectation from people like Scott McTominay, but like he's contributed in terms of like in the last 2 seasons alone. Let's just look at the last 2. He's contributed more than Fred. Like, see the whole McFred era. Yeah, my bro, he's a United supporter, and me and him used to argue who's better, Fred or McTominay. If you had to choose one of them, you'd probably say Fred, but I'm choosing McTominay. I'm choosing McTominay over Fred, 100%, bro. And as I said, one of them cost £50 million from £50 million, and one of them came free from our youth academy, bro. I know who I'm taking. Like it's not, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like I've been having this argument. I'm not here. No, wait. Let me learn. I'm not here like to be on the McTominay bandwagon, innit? Like I didn't even get to do my Ugarte take, innit? So that's what I'm coming in now, and it goes pause. Like that's what I'm trying to forward in now because Ugarte is definitely an upgrade. We need those type of players, you understand, to lock down and act, as I said, like, we can play high up the pitch, all these things. But like if we're looking to compete, yeah, we're not competing with like, bro. Man was saying, we have to get to compete against Liverpool, right? Not even just compete. Statistics will tell you in the last 3 years, last 5 years, Liverpool, Arsenal, and City score on an average 80 plus goals a season. If you take 80 to 100 goals, and divide those up between our forwards, like who's getting us 100 goals a season? Like even if you divide it up by the team, we don't score set pieces. Our defenders don't score. Our midfielders are not creative and they don't score. Somehow Scott McTominay got 8 goals last season. I don't know how. The season before last, Casemiro's first season was his first highest goal scoring season in like 12 years when playing DM. Like, and I'm not, obviously that's the person that can chip in, but I don't expect him to do that again. Casemiro's not doing that again. Do we expect Ugarte to come in and get 15 goals, like 12 goals or 10 goals, like how Casemiro did in his first season? I don't see that. He might do. Is Mason Mount getting 8 goals like my man last season, Scott McTominay? He's not, and that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not on the Scott McTominay bandwagon. I'm just like, I just don't see like us getting 80 goals, 90 goals, especially like even if we do, like people like McTominay was one of those people that I know it's mediocre, like him and arrival late in the box and him scoring a few like bangers outside the box. I'm not saying he's our savior. He's not. He's definitely not. But it's crazy. Like this is my point. I'm gonna land, man. I'm sorry. So this is what I want to ask you lot as well. Yeah, and this is a big question more on Ten Hag actually. When Ugarte comes in, he plays in the 6, right? And I'm saying this to my boy as well. Funny enough, right? I don't want to see, and I've been saying this even in when it was the Euros. I don't want to see Kobe Mainoo starting every game. I would rather have Casemiro in that 8 because his passing is ridiculous. Yeah, his passing is ridiculous. Like some of the passes Casemiro does is ridiculous. And have Bruno in that 10. That would be my starting midfield, and then just kind of have Mainoo just obviously like maybe starting a few, like maybe 15 games in the Prem or 20 games in the Prem, and then like having him in the cup because he's comfortable now. I think that each week he plays, you can see like Mainoo's growing, but he's not like again like I don't sit here and I'm like, oh, like Mainoo's man, like he's why? How can we sit here as United fans? That is mediocre, like, and there's loads of fans doing. I see it, like depending on the 19-year-old that burst on the scene last season, and he's not even a forward. He's not like he scored how many goals last season? Did he score 2 goals, 1 in the final. Yeah, they were pivotal goals, 1 in the final and 1 in one of I think the one against Wolves or something like that. He scored like 2 goals I think it was, right? Big goals, 1 winner and 1 in the final. Great, yada yada yada. I'm not sitting here like expecting a 9-year-old to be our savior because we can't he's not as I said, out of the 100 goals we need to score, Mainoo's not scoring 10 goals. He's not. Even the score for Rashford is not scoring 15 goals, 20 goals, and you need your forwards to score out of the chunk of goals. You need your forwards to score the most goals, right? Because that's their job. Rashford's not scoring 20 goals out of the 100 goals. Sancho doesn't even play for the club, basically. Ahmad, he's not scoring 20 goals or 15 goals. Hopefully he does. Does he? I think he can do it, but that's a big expectation on him. Garnacho, he can do it, but again, that's a big expectation on him. Højlund, can he do it? Maybe, but there's a bit like we're not on the scale of 100 goals to compete for any Premier League, because as I said, in the Premier League, it shows you need to score at least minimum 80 goals to compete, right? And last season we finished on -1 goal difference. The season before +2, ridiculous, right? There's just so many factors. I just don't see us competing. Hopefully, I didn't say we was going to compete in my prediction, but like when I'm actually sitting down, when you're saying Dre, like, raw, what's his name? Ugarte brings us 15 points. He does and he doesn't, because it's like if Ten Hag plays the right team, maybe. As I said, I'm not a manager. I ain't got my coaching badges, right? But like I want to see people like, is he brave enough? That's what I'm trying to say. Is he brave enough to drop? Like we said this last week on the pod, and he didn't. We were saying, bro, do you know what? If he starts Lit and he starts Zertsky and doesn't do the stupid false 19 with Mason Mount, we might get a result. Guess what? He didn't. He didn't, and we lost. And then the substitutions as well, the stubborn substitutions. He's so stuck in his way. He reminds me of like Wenger and his dying ages at Arsenal, yeah. But like, if he actually wakes up and smells the coffee and actually sees the team, whether he doesn't want the player or he does want the player, regardless, Lenny Euro or Ugarte, you've now got the tools, innit? You've got the tools. You've got the piece of wood. I want to see you build something, bro. So
here's my thing with McTominay and Fred, yeah. Fred was the legs of that midfield. That first season under Ten Hag, Fred was the legs in that midfield. He got up and down that pitch. He was all over that midfield. You see, when he was gone last season, you see what happened? We were open like a prostitute in New Addington, bro. Who's got legs in that midfield? No one.
Bro.
McTominay don't want to do that. Mainly is just as slow as Casemiro, bro. So you see, Ugarte is going to add, I'm not going to go as far as say 15 points. He's going to add at least 10. Because there's going to be games where it's going to be open in the last 10, 15 minutes, where it's not going to be a tennis match, bro. Because Ugarte is going to stop that at source. All right, cool. He'll give that to Casemiro, Bruno, do your thing. You get me? Me personally, McTominay can fly, go. He is the symbol of mediocrity. The absolute symbol. Him and Rashford. Rashford, because we can't get rid of him now. We're stuck with him, innit? But McTominay, symbol of mediocrity. He's gone now. We're close to where we should be now. And as we've all said, he's got the tools now. Time to make it work, bro. I don't want to see Maguire. Maguire will not be starting many games this season. It'll be like the first season when he barely kicked the ball. And look what United did. He played a lot of football last season. Look where United finished. That's all I'm going to say. Bro, Mazawari at right back, Delo at left back, I'm not complaining. They've both done their jobs. You know what I mean? Midfield is pretty much there now. We've still got Eriksen. We've got Toby Collier as well. Midfield, to me, that's good now. Out wide is serviceable. Up front, we're good. We're okay. Now let's see what United do, bro. Erik Ten Hag is on the clock. Because, boy, we've got Liverpool next. Man. Got Liverpool next, then it's away to Southampton, away to Palace, at home to Tottenham, then away to Villa, bro. We could be sitting there on 7 points, and that's not like a joke. We could be sitting here on 7 points come the beginning of October, bro. Then what? 10 Hag's on the clock, mate. You better win at the weekend, pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta win on the weekend. The rivals, crazy, my boy.
Have to win.
Can't
We're
win
gonna
that.
win that.
Come on.
No,
gotta win that.
Anyway, let's speed things up. Ronaldo, you know what time it is, mate. Your top 5 for the week. Last week you had Arsenal at 1. Let's see what you've got this week. who is at number 5?
Number 5, we're going with ultimate rivals. We got them on the weekend, you know. They're looking good. They're looking good still. So yeah, they're in the top 5 now, you know. The red side of the Mersey. They're looking good, I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 wins, back to back, 2 clean sheets. Salah's looking younger, he's got a fresh trim. He's in the archery thing now. 2 goals, 2 games. It's all positive for them, innit? It's all positive, it's all up. Do you know what I mean? I can't lie, it hurts me, but you know, gotta give them their credit. And they look a force. So yeah, at number 5, we got Liverpool. Number 4, it's a team that was already in the top 5 and they're looking good as well. It's PSG again. I just like how they look, you know. Luis Enrique, he's got his print on his team now. Possession football. Hence why we're getting Ugarte, because he literally told Ugarte, brother, sling your hook, bro. You're not getting no minutes here, bro. You know, it's like my football ain't about without the football. We play football with the football. You know that, Jay. Our defending is keeping the ball, and it's you know the one.
How's João Neves looked?
4 assists, 2 games. That says the least, bro. You know I wanted him at Old Trafford. You know already I wanted this kid. Man, double assists, bro. First game, 2 assists. Second game, 2 assists. It's possession football, innit? He's going to get loads of assists. He's a baller. But hence why they're in there. Bukola looking ready. He's looking like the new Mbappe, bro. But that's a bit much. Yeah. You feel me? Like, PSG starting to look, they're all right. That's why they're in my top 4, you know? And they get the number 4. Wait, number 3, big surprise. It's them Barcelonans, them Catalonians, Drake. 3 wins out of 3, you know. They're looking like Hans Flick got them on something, you know, bro. Elmo, whatever you want to call him. Danny, on his debut, bagged. You know what I mean? They got rid of Gundogan just to register this kid. They told Gundogan, you know what, just go, fam. We like you, you're a baller, but just go back to City, bro. All right, now, this is the wave now. You know the ones there. We want to have Danny on one wing, Nico, Lamau, you know them man on a different wave. But yeah, they're in the mix now, Dre. Pedri's looking like he's ready now to show the world. Yeah, like he missed out on the Euros. It's hurting him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hurting him, bro. You know that injury against Germany? And he missed the rest of the tournament. It's hurting him, Jay. I could tell. So it's 3 wins out of 3. Barcelona, don't know, top of Spain. They're my number 3. And my number 2, usual suspect, bro. Haaland's back with a hat-trick. They're just looking smooth. They're looking like they're ready to ball. KDB got a goal. They're looking ready, you know, Dre. They're looking like, you know what I'm saying? They might go for number 5 still. Can't lie. What's that? 4 goals, 2 games. It's usual stuff, isn't it? It's like man just continue where he left off. It's like nothing's changed really.
His 10th hat trick for Manchester City.
There you go, my bro. You see why they're number 2. And when you get Gundogan back, oh my gosh, it only adds to it, innit? Sevigny's looking like a player as well. It's like they gave him Mahrez's number. It's like they've cloned Mahrez, bro. They've cloned him. It's like, you know, it's like Pep's mocking it now. And it's like Doku's looking over there thinking, brother, what are you doing? All right, I'm going to show you what's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks a problem as well, Doku. He looks like, yeah, he's ready now. Now, when you try out the league and you get to know it, you know the stadiums. I've been there before. You know that, Dre? Like yeah, like I know the road now. But yeah, man, surprisingly at number 1, it's the Gunners. I know everyone's going to say why I still have the Gunners at number 1, but the Gunners are doing what they need to do, you know. Bukayo, Starboy, Saul, Saka, once again, stepping up when they need them. I'm liking how they're looking, Dre. I'm liking how they're looking. I like how Ray, them saves. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like how Ben White's like, what? You want to blaze the ball up? Nah, not my team, mate. Have some of this. Do you get me? They look like a proper team now, Dre. Feel me? Like
together.
before you could,
Yeah.
you could bully Arsenal before. You know what I mean?
can't
Everyone knew
now.
that in the Prem. You can't. They're together now. They're in the trenches. They're in this for the long ride. So yeah, that's why they kept the #1 spot, which is deserved as well. You know what I'm saying? 2 wins.
And
You know what I'm saying?
and you know what? Yeah, it goes to the point. When we had a good goalkeepers back in the day, like Schmeichel, Van der Sar, and we used to say your goalkeeper wins you 10 to 15 points a season. They just won them 3 points at the weekend, bro.
There you go, Jay. You see what I mean when I say players bring points?
Even though Watkins should have scored, Raya still saved them opportunity. But some goalkeepers would have laid on the floor, bro.
Exactly.
Just gave up on that.
This is it.
He didn't.
This is it. They're hungry. They're
That's
hungry, and this is why they're #1. Yeah. They are. They're hungry, Jay. They're on it.
100%. 100%. So we've got Liverpool at 5, PSG at 4, Barcelona at 3, Manchester City at 2, and Arsenal at 1. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And Ronaldo will drop his top 5 again next week. But we're near the end of the show, so you know what that is. It's time for the weekend preview. As always, boy, some big games this weekend. Big games. The last round of fixtures before the first international break. Let's get to it. Saturday lunchtime. It's Arsenal at home to Brighton. What we got for that one?
I'm gonna go a narrow win for Arsenal. Just 1 goal in it. So it could be like a 2-1, 3-2, 1-0. Yeah, I'll give Arsenal the advantage. So I say they win 2-1.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal. I think Arteta's clocked. It's gonna be the defense that wins in the league this season. I think he knows he can't go toe to toe goals wise with City, but he knows he's got the better defense in it. I don't think there's gonna be many teams that can bag 2 goals against Arsenal this season in the league. That's how real it is. That's how strong the defense is now.
It's a big statement, Jay. I am gonna hold you accountable to that. But yeah, I beg to differ.
Not going to be many teams that bag 2 goals against Arsenal this season. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. I don't see Brighton score. Brighton were not good against Man United. And I don't think Arsenal is even going to let them out. They could have a sniff against Arsenal. I'm going to go 2-0. Maybe even 3-0 Arsenal. But 2-0. Right one. All right, next one. Brentford at home to Southampton.
Brentford. 3-1.
I'm going to go draw. 2-2.
Southampton. They might get Ramsdale. But boy, they just lost their baller. Yeah, they just lost their baller. The only guy right down there for now anyway. That he's gone to Brazil. Man's gone to Flamengo or something like that. The striker. What's his name? Alco. You remember that guy that scored? What's his name, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. He's left. They need to replace him. But yeah, I feel sorry for them. They lost goals there, mate. They got Armstrong on them, man, there. Bro. I don't know.
What's his name? Ben Berreton Diaz, the Chilean from Bolton.
Yeah. I see him still. Boy, let's hope it. Gotta hope he does a thing, but boy, I don't know, cuz.
So what are you saying? Brentford versus Southampton. All right, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said Brentford versus Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton sucks. So 2-0 Brentford and 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0.
Yeah,
Oof.
the last three games they played Brighton. I don't think Brighton scored. It's been like 2-0, 3-0. So yeah, 3-0 Arsenal, 2-0 Brentford. Yeah, Southampton suck. And then
next. Next game we got Everton versus Bournemouth.
Oof, Everton. Oh man. Feel for them.
Word.
Feel for them. But Bournemouth is a tricky team, you know. They stay in games. So I can see this one going like that. Yeah, they stay in games. Don't get it twisted, Bournemouth. They play football. You know what? I'm gonna go a 3-2 Bournemouth. Exciting one. But I'm not gonna lie, Everton need to win, bro. They can't lose 3 games in a row. But I'm not gonna bet against Bournemouth, bro. Trust me. They're a good team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bournemouth as well. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. 3-1
Yeah, all
Bournemouth.
right, I'm gonna go 3-1 Bournemouth as well then. They just lost today, innit? In the the EFL Cup, Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup, yeah.
Yeah, so and I think they drew their first 2 games, so yeah, they definitely want a reaction. And Everton suck.
Everton, this is their last season at Goodison Park, and it will be their last season in the Premier League. Thank you for coming. Bye.
Thank you.
Next game, Ipswich against Fulham. This should be a good game, you know.
Nah, Fulham is in the bag. I don't see them dropping points, like drawing or losing. Nah. I'll say 3-0. I think they're gonna run right.
I think Ipswich get their first win, you know.
Wait, are they home or away?
Why I say that? See the striker that they have. If anyone's playing fantasy football, put him in your team this weekend, bro. I think he's going to bag a couple of goals. Top scorer in the championship last season. Is it Smodics? Can't remember his first name, but Smodics.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
He's a bagsman. Trust me, he's gonna keep Ipswich in the league, bro. That's a big signing, bro. They're gonna beat Fulham. I think it's gonna be a lot of goals though, because they do foolishness at the back, innit? Like all playing out from the back, and they ain't got the players to do it, innit? So I'm gonna go 3-2 Ipswich. Game of the weekend, though.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Fulham.
Cool. Next game.
Big game.
At home to Aston Villa.
It might be a Vardy party, but it might be a good evening. So I don't know. It's a hard one, that, you know. Did Leicester lost their first game, right?
Nah, they drew.
They drew, so they're on 4 points. Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't know, you know, that's a sticky one still. My heart's telling me Villa, but my mind's telling me Leicester because they're at home. And it's a big game, the atmosphere. Is that their first home game?
Nah, they played Tottenham on there. You're right. They lost their first game, I think. Yeah, they lost. Leicester.
No, they drew. They drew at home with Tottenham, and then they lost away to Fulham. And they just won 4-0 yesterday. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, I think Villa will get upset. I think 2-1 Leicester, you know.
Wow.
I think they're going to squeeze the Vardy party.
I hear you, but I can't see Villa losing 2 games in a row, you know, so I'm going to go Villa still. I'm gonna go Villa. Like they need to right their wrongs. They're hurting from the Arsenal defeat. Can imagine. They're Champions League team now, innit? So yeah, I think I think they'll get past Leicester still.
This is the
3-1.
game where Ollie Watkins comes back with a vengeance, boy. I'm going Villa. And I think they might slap them as well. I'm gonna go 4-1 Villa. That one. All right. Next game. Is this a relegation 6-pointer? Nottingham Forest against Wolves.
Nah, I don't think it would be still. I know it's early days, Jay, but I hear you. But I'm gonna go Wolves play alright, you know, but defensively they're all over the place, man. See Ant Nuri, that is a good player, you know, but defensively, I don't know, bro. He's not a defender, he's a wing back. He's a good player though. He's a good player still. Do you feel me? But yeah, like I don't know. Defensively, they're all over the place. But they will score goals. Wolves. They're good going forward. So I could see that being a draw, probably a 2-2 or 3-2. Forest might nick it. But yeah, it'd be a tight one. Be goals in it as well. Both teams give up chances, man. Bare chances.
Next game.
Yeah, no, I think Nottingham Forest are underdog, you know. Sorry, bro. No, Nottingham Forest they're definitely underdog. I think definitely them. They haven't lost a game this season, and they just literally took Newcastle to penalty. That's obviously a Premier League team, so I think they're going to be definitely strong on the weekend. So yeah, I think, and they're at home. Yeah, I would say 2-1 Forest.
I'm gonna draw, you know. I think it'd be 1-1. But I think they're both gonna be down there this season though. Frederick Net was a big loss for Wolves. Next game, 5:30. This was West Ham versus Manchester City.
Oof. I'm gonna see. It ain't as clear as we expect it to be like in the past 4-1, 3-1s, all that. It might be a tight game, but I can see City just shading it. You know what I mean? Like a 3-2. Or yeah, it's 2 goals, man. Can't see a 2-0 though. So I'll say like a 3-1, 4-2. But yeah. Tight game up until a 2-1. You know what I mean, Dre? And like they might get caught out on the counter, but City will shade it.
Yeah, 3-1 City for me.
I'm gonna go 2-1 or 2-0 City. I think Haaland to bag a brace, but it's not gonna be an easy game. I don't think they've slapped West Ham there in a minute. The last couple of games they played against them have been close games, so I think this one will be the same, man. 2-0. On to Sunday. Big games. The first one is this is the Mandem Derby, innit? Because the original Mandem FC go to the new Mandem FC. Crystal Palace, the original Mandem FC, go to the new Mandem FC, Chelsea Football Club. It's 1:30 on Sunday.
South London finest. South London Mandem.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go Fulham, you know. I'm gonna go Fulham still. Yeah, I'm gonna go Fulham. Big man thing.
Palace.
Palace versus
Chelsea.
Palace Chelsea. I'm thinking. You say Fulham's my team. I'm thinking Jay saying the man them it cut out. But yeah, I'm gonna go Palace still. I can't see Palace losing 3 games in a row. Nah, I'm gonna go Palace. It's kind of tricky why I say that, but Nah, the manager, he needs to do something, Dre. He needs to, bro. Because the way he done it last season, everyone was behind him and thinking, "Raw, Palace playing ball." Even Sker was saying, "Yeah, I went and saw a couple games. These men are balling out. Where's it gone? It's all disappeared, mate."
You know where it's
Just
gone?
like
It's gone
that.
to Bayern Munich.
Nah, but Eze's still there. I hear Jay Elise. But when you think about it, Elise didn't really play that many games. He did, and he did it. You know what I mean, innit? It's just,
Mm.
yeah, you get my point. But I don't know, Dre. His football's weird like that. It's giving me bits of Patrick Vieira, like when he was there, played all right in the beginning, then he just went left. Hopefully not. We don't want that happening to the man MFC. You get me? But that's where I see it going, you know, Dre. I said they'll lose against West Ham, and they lost convincingly, bro. 2-0 at home. It's Chelsea, and they're playing Chelsea again at home, right?
No, they're away. They're away.
Oh, they're away at the bridge. Nah,
Yeah.
Chelsea might nick it still. Nah, I thought it was at Palace. So I'm gonna go for Chelsea. Sorry, lads, I have to change my predictions there. Because Chelsea at the bridge now, nah, they can't lose 2 games at home, man. I think they'll nick this one. 3-2, 3-1. 3-1, 3-2. Chelsea. Felix,
I think
Palmer,
Chelsea gonna,
Jackson.
I
Yeah,
think Chelsea
man, 100.
gonna ride the wave of last weekend. They might slap Palace, you know.
Especially at home,
You know
innit?
what it is with young ballers? When young ballers are on it, they start playing like they're Brazil, bro. I'm going 4-0 Chelsea, bro. I'm going 4-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, 3-0 Chelsea.
Oof. So you're saying Palace 3 games in a row, lads? Wow.
Yeah,
The manager's
dark
going to be
over
under
there.
pressure, you know. Early days, bro.
Wait.
What happened to Mateta, man? Where's Mateta? Is he back now?
Yeah, he banged the brace today.
He's got...
Good.
Oh.
Needs him.
Yeah,
Definitely needs him.
Definitely. Big Super Sunday. First one, Newcastle at home to Tottenham.
Oof. I know, a big one, isn't it? 3-2
Newcastle.
I don't think. Do you know what it is? I just don't think both teams have the minerals. I think Tottenham are just Tottenham, and I think Newcastle are overhyped. I just don't think they both have the
Tonali's back as
minerals.
well, you know. Tonali played his first game in the year.
And Joe Linton's been doing his thing as well, isn't it? So
yeah, they'll win.
I think Newcastle win the midfield battle and I think they win it because they're at home as well. Yeah, I think they win the midfield battle. If Tonali's back, Joe Linton starts. Anthony Gordon, I don't know what he's really on. Let's go to. No, Tottenham suck. I'll say 3-1 Newcastle.
Ooh. I'm going to go a bit closer than that. I'm going to say 2-1 Newcastle.
I ain't been convinced by Newcastle so far, you know. And the fact that it went to extra time tonight with Forest, Newcastle played a very strong team. And Forest rested bare players. I'm going to go 2-2. It's just because Newcastle are home. Or
there's no share as well, isn't it? You got a red card, isn't
it? Yeah. So I'm gonna go 2-2. I think it'll be a good game though. All right. Final game before the international break. It's the big one. It's the biggest game in English football, really. Manchester United at home to Liverpool. I think I know what we're all gonna say, but what's the score gonna be?
3-2 United. Another roller coaster. You know, they're coming for revenge, but ain't gonna happen. I need to see Ugarte on the pitch though, Jay, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
get this.
You know, Ten Hag don't like to play.
They should have
Ten
got
Hag
my
don't like to play
registered
the
your
today,
manager's
cuz.
on, bro.
Yeah.
You know it's not that, bro. You know your manager's on, bro. He's just I don't know, fam. He's just some.
It's gonna be interesting because he ain't got his
I don't
go-to guy
think
no
he's
more.
registered though.
Guy, innit?
I think you have to be registered by today or tomorrow latest to play. I think maybe Wednesday.
He's registered, bro. His
Friday,
medical yesterday. I
Friday,
think they said he's gonna be on the bench, innit?
All right, but he has to be signed by certain time.
Friday, yeah, Friday, 12 o'clock.
So yeah, hopefully I need to see him out there, bro. I'm never gonna lie, cause this kid's just been sitting down. He hasn't been playing, like I said. Luis Enrique told him from day dot, this is the type of ball I play. So it's best for you to move on. So he wanted United from Copa America. You feel me? So he's fit, he's ready. He knows what time it is, man. I want to see him out there, Jay. Levels. And I expect the lads to get over the line and sort this out. 3-2 United. Roller coaster. I'm telling you. Roller coaster.
I'm going. It ain't going to be a roller coaster. You're going to hear this word a lot from me this season. Virtuoso. Man United are going to put in a virtuoso performance at the weekend. It's going to click. Because Matthijs de Ligt is going to score from the corner. Head up.
We need definition, Oates. We need Dre to define this virtuoso.
Virtuoso is going to fit. We're going to put in a performance that's going to match the scoreline. And we are going to slap a team this season.
Yeah.
And it starts at Old Trafford on Sunday. Liverpool.
Come on.
3. You know what?
Come on.
They ain't even going to score. 3 love. 3. Pass the pad. Pass the pad.
3-0.
Pass the pad.
Wow. You say you can see us keeping out Salah. Yes.
Sabozla. Who?
I don't know, Jay. If we can keep them out, they're clever players.
That Newcastle, bro. I don't know about that. We're slapping them. We're kicking them about the pitch. Rush them up, bro. Listen, we have to win. We have to win. Listen, if we do not win that game, Ten Hag is on borrowed time. 100%. Winning that game 3-0. Virtuoso performance.
Yeah, trust me. I love it.
I'm going to be more realistic and less optimistic. And I'm going to be saying 3-2 United.
Roller coaster.
I don't know how. I don't know what team this guy's going to play.
We're going to blitz them.
Garnacho's. I don't know if Garnacho's going to start. I don't know what version of. I don't know if Rashford's going to turn up or Marcus Rashford's going to turn up. I don't know if Anthony is going to. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know.
What his car breaks down?
I don't know if Ugarte starts, which I doubt. Apparently, he's going to be on the bench. I don't know if he's going to start Harry Maguire. I don't know if he's going to start Dalot left back or right back. I don't know if he's going to start Mazzari left back or right back. I just don't know. But from what I do know is this United team, especially at Old Trafford or at Wembley, they do like to play the occasion. And if they play the occasion, they might lose 7-2. Or they might win 3-2 because it's a back and forth game.
Slap wins.
Nah, listen, bro. Them 7-2 days are gone, bro. Days are gone, fam.
Bro, it's a result. I don't care.
It's the players we had on the pitch, bro.
That's bro.
The man are gone, fam.
We've seen Aston Villa slap Liverpool 7-1, bro. Like, do you know, like, it's those things that are just free results.
There was no fans in the stadium. Don't count.
I hear you, bro. See them man there? Them man there are gone from the club, bro. Them man there from that 7-2, bare man are gone, fam. They're not.
Maguire's still there, bro. He started last week.
Goalkeeper, 7 shots on goal.
He's gonna get phased out the club. He's gonna get phased out the team. We just signed two.
On the weekend. We're in a howler.
We just signed 2 centre backs. bro, yeah, surely we never signed him to sit on the bench. So eventually Maguire's he's gonna get phased out of the squad. His actual squad, not just the starting 11, because we just signed 2 centre backs. So these 2 men are in the plans, bro. Otherwise, we wouldn't invest
But I
in
don't
them.
know, because in my head, yeah, I feel like Taylor Hall wants to play a back 3.
Back 3,
I think
boy. For me, I already said this. But you know, I already said this. I said that's what you should play until we actually get a good left back, because Dalot is rubbish. I know I criticize him, but listen, lads, don't get carried away. Football goes both ways. It's in transition and defense. Dalot can't defend.
Here's why Harry Maguire will not be playing football when everyone's fit for Man United ever again, yeah? Because I don't think Luke Shaw's going to come back as a left back. I think he's coming back as a left centre back. I think his days as being a left back are done. He can't go up and down that pitch. He constantly gets injured, bro. When he plays at centre back, he never gets injured. And he's good when he plays centre back. He's the backup for me to Martinez. Euro, backup to De Ligt. Simple. We've got 4 centre backs. And I think
I'm not saying that
from what I've heard from how Ten Hag moves, I think he rates Lindelof more than he rates Maguire anyway. So then what? He's 6th choice centre back. And really, as I've been saying, Johnny Evans is better than bloody Maguire. So really, Maguire's 7th choice centre back. So don't worry, lads. He ain't playing for United again. We're good. All right. And also, we've got Harry Amas, who I think will get a little bit of game time this season at left back as well. So we're okay. No more Harry Maguire. Thank you.
What's your prediction? I already said 3-2 in it, roller coaster thing. Hopefully you come out on top. Feel me, but yeah, bro.
Slappings. I'm telling you, it's been long overdue.
Nah, it's the first big one of the season at Old Trafford, innit? And we just lost to Brighton. I expect a performance.
We're not losing.
I expect a reaction. 100%. I expect a reaction. And from what I've seen in training, I know the lads are gonna be up for it 100%.
Wasn't it 2 years ago we did the very same pod, yeah? And we lost to Brighton and Brentford. And that's the next game was Liverpool at home. It was a Monday night. And I said, we're not losing that game. We're gonna beat them. We're gonna put in a performance. You and Scurv looked at me like I was talking nonsense. I said, trust me, we're not losing that game. I'm coming with that same belief. I'm telling you, a performance is coming on Sunday, bro. The biggest shame is going to be is that there's an international break coming up. We've got to wait 2 weeks. I'm telling you, we're beating Liverpool comfortably. 3-0.
Come on. Come on. That would definitely get the fans back on board.
Too much goals not to concede against Liverpool.
I know.
Like, we just concede too much goals in general.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Bro, the top 3% of scorers, yeah, like just the top 3% out of team, that is Liverpool. You get it? And then they have the top percent out of scorers in the, like, for us not to score, bro. And then we concede the most goals in the league. Like, it just doesn't make the team that scores the most goals in the league compares to the team that probably concedes the most goals. I just don't see it happening, bro. I just can't. As optimistic as I want
there'll be goals in it, 100%. There'll be goals.
Yeah, we're not like 3-2, bro. We're not 3-0. It's not 3-0.
United is scoring goals.
Maybe 4-3 like the final. Sorry, the semi-final.
3-0. Send them pansies back to the North.
I love it. Come on. I'm up for it.
Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Listen. Virtuoso. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts in the comment section about our weekend preview. But that wraps it up for another episode of For Love of the Game. Any thoughts, lads, before we go?
That's it, man. Just keep it locked in for the love of the game, you know. We're here every week, man. Just getting started.
But as you know, as I always say, man, myself, Dre, Ronaldo, Oates. We are out. Catch you next week. Peace.
Love people.
Peace.
Yes.